Good morning, everybody, and welcome to church. And I'm going to be talking about God's grace and how that impacts us and what we should be doing it because of God's grace. But I just want to show you something. This was something that God gave me as an illustration in the week. And basically, we all have a problem, and it's called sin. I don't know if you can see that. See, it's like a sin. And it doesn't matter whether it's a big sin or a little sin, it's still going to mucky us up. And what is sin? Sin is when we don't obey what God wants us to do, right? And He only wants us to do what's best for us. He's not interested in dominating us or anything like that, but He's only got our good welfare. Now, the thing about sin is that God cannot have sin in His presence, right? So sin will not be in His presence. And what sin does to us, so like say if I steal, right? It's like I get sin on me. And if I lie, I can get sin on me. And if I, don't sort of tell the truth or I steal my taxes or whatever it is, or lie to my wife or whatever, it's like this sin just keeps getting on my hands, right? I just keep getting sin. And I want to show you something. Look, what happens is it just grows and grows and grows. So you can see this, it's like we just get covered in sin, right? But sin cannot be in the presence of God. Sin cannot be in the presence of God. And we try to get rid of it. But, if you think about it, I want to just give my beautiful wife a kiss who's standing behind the camera. Would you like a beautiful kiss, Jackie, now?
Not really.
No, you see, and that's how God feels. I cannot have sin in the presence. I cannot have sin. And the problem is, you and I, if I try and get rid of it, all that happens is it doesn't go. And the problem that God has dealt with, that which is sin is going to hell. That which has got sin on it is going to hell. And we need to, and we have a choice. We can either keep trying to get rid of the sin, right? But God gave us another option. And someone's got to take the punishment for my sin, right? Someone's got to take the punishment for this. Someone. And Christ came and He went on the cross and He paid the penalty. And believing in that, believing that He died for my sins, and asking for forgiveness, and saying that I want to follow God, now being committed to that, the following happens. You see, I come to Jesus and I believe that He can remove my sin by His death and resurrection, right? That I can follow Him and I can be set free. It's the only way to be set free from sin, the only way. And as you can see, look what's happening. The sin is coming off and my hands are now clean. And God says, see, my hands are now clean because of Jesus. I've accepted that He's cleansed me, right, by His punishment, that He took my punishment on the cross. And my hands are clean. Now, if I ask my lovely wife, would you like me to now give you a kiss and a cuddle now?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I like that. Yes, please. You see, that's just like God. God wants you in heaven. My wife wants to be cuddled by me, right? She wants that. But she doesn't want Vegemite on my hands. And that's the same with God. He can't have Vegemite or sinful hands